Hey, I am Alberto Lombardi. This is a different video than my usual teaching and playing stuff. I have a question. Are you getting the best information, music, lessons and entertainment that you can get when you're on YouTube? Or are you being served the wrong stuff by fake doctors that are just good retailers selling you snake oil? Each one of us has a different homepage with different video suggestions. Where do these suggestions come from? What is the algorithm? And most importantly, does it work for you? Does it get you the best videos for your tastes and needs? I think it doesn't, but I will need to explain why and how it could be so much better. Disclaimer, I am not trying to have a go on anybody specific. I'm just sharing my thoughts on how the YouTube ecosystem works and if it's good in getting you the right stuff. There is a lot of great teachers on YouTube like Rick Beato or Adam Neely, many amazing players as well, but also lots of people that wouldn't even be accepted teaching at a small music school or playing in a professional band, but somehow have amazing numbers on this platform. Why is it? And can a student tell the difference between a bad and a good teacher? To understand this, we need to take a look at how the YouTube system works. We have the TV model, where actual people decide what to broadcast and what not to broadcast. Those decisions are made to accommodate the audience tastes, but also to provide a quality experience in the curator's judgment. You have a very limited number of shows in a day, and all those shows have to be the best they can be. The viewer is basically passive and can only choose among a handful of channels. Then we have Netflix, the on-demand model, where there is more stuff to choose from, but still, a lot of it are bestsellers from the past, while a small part is new content. But that new content is still produced with the TV criteria, like A Few Great Things. The viewer has a little bit more to choose from, but this is still very curated content. Somebody choose what to release. And then comes YouTube, where there are millions and millions of options made by people with every skill level. All the judgment is left to the audience, to you, and in case of teaching, to the student. There is no person behind the computer screen recommending you stuff. YouTube homepages are compiled by a machine, and that machine is called the algorithm. Basically, every time that you watch a video, you give the algorithm some information. First of all, that you choose to watch that specific video clicking that specific thumbnail. Second, how much of the video you watch. Do you click away? Do you press the like button? Do you watch many videos from that person before and afterwards? The more you are attracted to a person's content, the more you get served his or her videos. This sounds good, but is it really? First of all, I repeat this. Does a student have the ability to judge his teacher? Second, YouTube favors numbers, so if you have 1 million subscribers, your thumbnail will reach the eyeballs of way more folks than a small channel. The number of people seeing a video is not related to its quality, but the numbers of subscribers, interactions, etc. that the channel already has. And there was a time, a few years back, when there weren't too many teachers doing YouTube videos. Many musicians underestimated its importance or were busy touring, recording, teaching in schools. The people that did make regular YouTube videos grew fast and gained big numbers in an uncharted territory, and now they have a huge exposure compared to small channels just starting out. That doesn't make them necessarily good or bad. They were just here first and colonized, like in the far west. There is a lot of great content like the guys that I just mentioned, but unfortunately there's also people talking about stage presence that never set foot on a real stage. People talking about mixing that never got any real studio work in their life. Doctors, cooks, personal trainers, You get my point. But if they have big followings, they are the ones that get millions of chances to be seen. Those are called impressions, meaning how many people see their thumbnail. There is simply too much stuff, and nobody does a professional selection before asking your opinion. But you are only shown a minimal part of what's available, and anyway, can you really tell the difference? On your homepage, you get the videos of the people that are clever in getting your attention. Isn't that what snake oil sellers do? First of all, with a thumbnail that you must click, like the best lesson ever or you can't play guitar unless you know this. They call it clickbait, like fishing. And they will have to be entertaining people, confident, be able to film and edit well, and be great at compiling all the SEO optimization that help the algorithm understand what the video is actually about. Many of the players that influenced me when I was younger were grumpy or shy, not good talkers, let alone able to run a camera or a computer editing software. They spent all of their time on the guitar, but the value of their information was incredible. Sometimes on YouTube these two things match. You have people that can put together an entertaining piece of content and still have a real experience and give you valuable information. But many other times you see amazingly produced videos with very poor knowledge behind, and of course teaching gems that are poorly recorded, not optimized for YouTube, with a terrible thumbnail, and you will never stumble on them. Also, art and music fall under this reasoning because despite having a big component of personal taste, when you see 3 paintings from Picasso, Rembrandt, Caravaggio, you will end up having a favorite and look for more from that painter, but those 3 painters have been chosen by a curator in the museum, not by an algorithm. I like experts. I like people that have experience to choose a selection of pieces for me. Also, I like DJs at radio stations decided what to play, and record companies filtering what should be put out and what needs some more work. I don't like a world where everybody has a microphone and a stage. Everybody should be allowed to express themselves, but a stage should be earned, in my opinion. Otherwise, there's simply too much noise, and the people who win are the ones shouting the loudest from the highest stool. So let's see if YouTube listens to me. The best thing that could happen is YouTube putting real people at spotting the good stuff and somehow incentivize it. But it's unlikely. Simply too much is being released and it's impossible to filter. So my suggestion is try to evaluate the teacher's competence not only by your perception. That's what snake oil sellers try to manipulate, but from their experience, what they've done in their life, where they studied, who they played with. One of the most important skills in life is knowing who to trust, where to get your information from. Would you go to a doctor that hasn't a solid pedigree? Let me know your opinion down in the comments. Like this video, share it, and most of all, subscribe if you haven't and click the notifications bell. Until the next time, Alberto Lombardi, ciao!